All right. Hey friends, let's get started in our 1 hour full body Pilates event. Today I wanted to really emphasize why we're doing what we're doing and why we're not doing it. So Pilates is about control and movement, and the goal of our movement is because movement is one of the 4 pillars of health. And so I really want to challenge you that during this time of a full body workout, whether you're a beginner or intermediate, to not be thinking of how this is affecting your body physically for the sake of how you look in certain things, but rather to really honor your body, why your certain muscle groups were created, and to really be grateful for all the things our bodies can do. And instead of thinking, I really want flat abs to look great in my bathing suit this summer, thinking of how our core strength allows us to carry our nephews around or even get home with all of our groceries. And so I just really want to encourage you to challenge your own mentality during this entire workout. And let's go ahead and get started. Also, I'm going to give you variations if you're a very new beginner, because we're not going to have an opportunity to explain things through, talk about neutral position. And so I'm going to give you variations to do if you are not familiar with Pilates. So again, this is not about how in shape you are or what your body is actually capable of doing outside of Pilates, but it's really if you, the variations are for you if you're not able to maintain neutral pelvis and neutral spine in every position. And the danger of not maintaining the proper positioning of your pelvis and your spine and actually your entire core is that you could hurt yourself. And so if you've really not done Pilates before, then just do my variation that I'll give at the beginning. All right, all that chatter aside, let's get started. The good thing about Pilates is it's stretching and strengthening, so we don't have to stretch ahead of time. We can go ahead and start with our stretching. So I want you to go ahead and get centered on your mat, legs out in front of you, spine straight, hips are over your sits bones. I like to get right in the center of my mat, arms out in front of you, and as you exhale, I want you to tuck your pelvis under and slowly, as if you're going bone by bone by bone, roll your back down to the mat. Arms out above you. On your next exhale, I want you to try to squeeze your toes further to the wall in front of you and your arms as if you're reaching to touch well, in my case, it's my heater or the wall behind me. So I'm elongating my body. My next exhale, I'm going to curl my head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat, stretching up, flexing my feet, curving over my legs, flexing my feet, straightening my back, rolling right back up, rolling back. All right, well done. On your next exhale, I want you to make sure you're maintaining a neutral spine position. So my hips are not moving, they're completely straight. There's a space for a small grape under my spine. I'm not sucking my spine all the way to the mat, but my hips are completely flat. On my next exhale, I want to maintain that position, but bring up my left leg. Inhale, next exhale, I want to bring up my right leg. If that was difficult for you, or if your spine moved or your pelvis moved at all, you're going to stay in this position. If you're used to Pilates moves, you're going to roll your head, neck, and shoulders up off the ground. And this is phase 2. Now, if you're really feeling it today and you're feeling like a beast, then straighten out your legs. You're going to inhale for 5 counts as you press the mat away with your arms. And exhale for 5 counts. This is our Pilates hundreds. That's 1. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Reach your arms, bend in your knees, grab your knees, roll your head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Give yourself a nod, shake your head no, and yes. Roll your knees right and left. And as safely as possible, you can go ahead and roll yourself back up. We're going to do a full set of rollovers. And so we'll start again, just like we did at the beginning, arms in front of us, tucking our pelvis down. In your exhale, bone by bone by bone, rolling down. And reach, reach, reach. Inhale on your next exhale, head, neck, and shoulders roll up off the ground, straightening your spine, C curving over your legs. My pelvis is staying nice and quiet. I stack my spine again, straight up, and then I roll right back down. Here we go. That's one. Next exhale. Make sure you're maintaining your breath the whole time. Breath and movement is intrinsically connected in Pilates, which is really great because it actually has made me consider my breath and control my breathing all throughout my day, which is, I think, a really good thing once you learn how all of the muscles interact with each other, which you do when you're getting your Pilates certificate. Man, it's mind-blowing. And so learning right now how to use your breath and control your breath while doing slow, calculated movements is seriously going to help you with everyday control and movement. Even movement as far as having proper posture. Now remember, we're trying not to move our feet or our heels at any point during this. In fact, the only thing moving is my upper body. This is going to be our last one, so let's make it a good one. Coming right back up, C curving over, and I always like to flex my legs here. And give a nice cleansing inhale and exhale. Now, if you're not quite feeling this flexible, bend your knees and you're good to go. All right. So let's go ahead and roll right back down just to get to our next position. Exhale slowly, coming down with lots of control. Now, if you're feeling like you need the variation today, then I want you to pop up on your elbows and you're going to pop your knees up. And you're only going to do one leg at a time. This, we'll start with our left leg. Your leg does not need to be entirely straight. Keep it bent. But if you are feeling like you are in for this, then I want you to straighten up your left leg and bring your right leg out straight as well. And then if you're feeling really strong today, you can pop that base leg off the ground. We're going to do leg circles first, circling into our body and around up for 1. And use your inhale to exhale 2, okay? My arms are going to float off the mat here just for added balance check. Now I want you to make sure that your pelvis is remaining super quiet. So your pelvis is not involved in this movement at all. It's remaining completely flat. So if I had like a bowl of cereal on your stomach, none of my cereal would spill out. I don't want to lose any of my cereal, all right? This is our last one. And now we're just going to circle the other way around. Out, over, and up. Out, over, and up. Saying inhale to exhale. This side's a bit weaker for me. Inhale to exhale. Let's get 2 more in. Come on, you can do it. Inhale to exhale. Last one. Inhale to exhale. Knee into chest. Let's curl our head, neck, and shoulders up to our knee. This is going to prepare us for our next movement coming up. And slowly we'll guide that leg back down. And we'll do the same thing with our other side. Again, remember, if you're on your variations, you're up on your elbows and your knee can stay as bent as you need to. So I want you to straighten your legs straight up. We're going to go over and around, back to up for 1. So with this, I actually want you to have the goal of pulling your thigh into your chest. So it's not that the circles need to be massive by any standard, because really that's going to cause your hips to move. And we want our hips to be as still and straight as possible. So every time I come back around to start a circle, I'm trying to pull my thigh into my chest. Let's go the other way around. Inhale to exhale. It also helps in the studio here because I've got these lines that I can line my leg up with, if you see that, and that's really helpful. And that base leg is nice and straight, and planted. Last one. And up. Well done. Knee comes in. I'm going to roll my head, neck, and shoulders up so my nose can meet my knee. Let's bring that other knee in. You can have your hands behind your legs. Let's roll yourself back and roll up. We're going to work on our spine here. We're going to do rolling like a ball. This can be the same for everyone. So hands go behind your thighs, not under your knees, please. You're going to tuck your pelvis under. And on an inhale, come back. Exhale, come up. Balance. Inhale, come back. Exhale, come up. This is preparing us for a few moves that we'll do later. Inhale, back. Exhale, up. Let's do a few of these. It's great to lubricate and move along that spine, which is really the core of everything that we do. So we gotta care for our spine. And last one. Excellent. Now let's give ourselves some control and preparation. What we're gonna do, keep your legs bent, arms in front of you, tuck your pelvis under, exhale, slowly roll down your spine, coming all the way down at rest. Great. So we're gonna straighten both of our legs out now. I want you to bring your left leg up to tabletop. And if you are needing a variation, I want you to go ahead and just keep your head, neck, and shoulders on the ground. And what you're going to be doing is pulling behind your thigh, and you'll be switching like this. But if you're feeling up for the challenge, head, neck, and shoulder, roll off of the mat, pulling your knee towards you, arms go on top of your knee, bottom leg comes up. We're going to pull in, and we're going to switch. Ready? Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both come in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give me 8 more, starting with the other leg first. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Make sure that your hips are remaining completely even. If you need to bring your head, neck, and shoulders down, give yourself a rest here. If not, we're going to go for double leg stretch. If you're doing the variation, go ahead and stick with what we were just doing. So double leg stretch, I'm going to inhale as I reach out and exhale as I circle my arms around. Ready? That's 2. 3, 4. 4 more. Last one. Knees to nose and slowly roll yourself down. Shake your head no and roll your hips right and left, right and left. All right, for the next move, if you're doing variations, I want you to pop your right leg down and you're going to straighten out as much as you can. So if this is where you're at, awesome. I need you to know what is best for your body. You're not trying to look like me. You want to do the best version of these things that your body can do. So no pressure, okay? And this is going to be what you're going to go for 1 and pull. It's going to be about stretching forward and pulling towards you. This is the variation, okay? If you're ready for the full exercise, we're going to be doing single leg stretch. We're going to straighten out that bottom leg, pull it off the ground. I'm going to pull at my calf. That's where we're going to go to pull. I just don't want you pulling behind your knee, okay? So wherever you need to be pulling your leg, just make sure it's not behind your joint. Ready? So we're going to pull on an exhale. Exhale, switch to the other leg. My hips are staying nice and squared. The only thing moving is my leg and, of course, my hands. Switch your legs if you're doing variation. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees into your nose That was working our pelvic floor, i.e. lower abdominal muscles. So well done. Let's go ahead and bring our knees up, our feet down to the ground. If you're going to be doing variations, I want you to interlace your fingers, put your hands behind your head. What you're going to do is pull your head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat, and you're going to be twisting from your waist. Slightest movement as possible is fine. I do not want your hips moving, okay? That's what's important. So if I can't go, if I'm moving my hips, I'm not gonna go that far, okay? So just me spinning and straight. How about we all just go ahead and get used to this movement and straight. The movement is not in the elbows. Of course, the elbows are gonna follow you. But the whole point is that we're moving from our waist. Okay, if you're feeling like, come on, sister, this is too easy, then I want you to bring your left leg into tabletop, straighten your right leg out, and bring your right knee to your left knee. How's that for you? And then come back to center as you switch. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees into nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round. You got this. Ready? 8, 7, 6, 5. Knees to nose without holding onto your legs. Head, neck, and shoulders roll down. Body straightens out. On my next exhale, I'm going to roll up. And straighten up. Move back a bit on the mat here. All right, I want you to come reaching straight as far as you can up. If you don't have the length in your hamstrings, that's fine. Just bend your legs up. Reaching straight up, I want you to reach now in front of you. We're going to spine stretch forward. I'm not quite C-curving until I get down, so let's redo that. Arms out, keeping my back straight and straight up, and then here I C-curve. Reach. I'm not going to grab my feet because I don't want to use them for leverage here. I'm just going to reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly roll back up. Stretching forward, reaching for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll back. Last one. Isn't it amazing how our entire body is created like to be a system and it works together? And so when I do workouts that integrate all of my muscle systems, I feel so much better afterwards. And then I never have this idea of like leg day. And then afterwards I'm looking at how do my legs look like? But it's full body day today, all right? So next we're gonna be rolling like a ball again. So scoot up to the front of your mat. But this time we're gonna take it to the next level. No matter what you're feeling today, we're gonna do this. So you're going to inhale, C-curve your back backwards. But this time, I want you catching yourself backwards, and then we're gonna roll back up. So let me show you what that looks like. And catch yourself. You ready for this? You got this. We're just preparing for the days in which you will do another move. Won't be today. Called a corkscrew. Requires lots of control, and that is really what we're after in this kind of workout or this kind of movement. All right, let's do 2 more. 1, up, and 2, up. Balance. I want you to balance for me. I want you to go ahead and hold your arms out in front of you. I love this position, so I'm going to throw in something I didn't plan to. I want you to cross your arms in front of you and give me pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms out in front of you. Smaller pulses this time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Let's scoot back again to our mat. I moved a little bit. And next, we're gonna do a saw, so arms out in front of you, again, testing the strength of your core and all your muscles together. I want you to move your legs a little less than that width apart, in line with your hip bones. We're gonna open up our chest, our arms out to the side of us, and just notice how straight my spine is. I've worked really hard on that. Straight, and I'm going to exhale, exhale. My arms are moving forward. It's like I'm sawing off my left pinky toe. And I'm gonna come up and back to center. Notice the whole time, my legs and my feet don't move. Inhale, up. And over. Let's just keep doing this for a few iterations. We're really just twisting from our waist here. It's about our spine getting a lot of movement here. So let's keep doing this. This is the first time that I'm teaching a class in one of my little ballet leotards, and I'm really excited about it because I realized that I have no interest in showing you my belly. It just brings up all sorts of weird thoughts of like comparison and why do you see that? But the problem is it's really important for you to see completely what my back and my belly are doing. And it's actually hard to get an outfit that allows me to do that. And then I had this aha moment of leotards. That's what you do. So I'm feeling pretty ballerina-y today, which is a really good thing. This is our last one. I used to live in a leotard as a gymnast, so I think I just kind of gave all of that up and forgot about it. Okay, arms straight up. We're gonna see curve over. You might be able to notice at this point. I love this position, and I think it's really important because it stretches all of the back of our legs that we tend to neglect. So we're just gonna stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna switch around for this one to give us a little bit of differentiation here. We're gonna go to our bellies. So just get yourself centered on your mat. And if you have, this is the variation for you, okay? I want you to put your arms in a U. We'll all start here. Your feet are within your hip range. So not as far as the mat, they're within your hip range, okay? Toes pointed onto the ground, legs are strong and powerful, and my stomach is zipped up, meaning that I'm not just onto the mat, but I'm keeping my core nice and strong, arms in a U. And I want you on your next exhale to just lift your arms up in a U as much as you can. And on the inhale, come back down. And on the next exhale, I want you to lift your legs up as high as you can. And on the next exhale, inhale, come back down. So we're gonna go. Now, if you're feeling like a beast, I want you to come up with both of them at the same time. On the inhale, on the exhale, I want you to move your arms back behind you and back in front of you and come down. So it's just how are you feeling today? How is your body feeling today? And what is going to be the best movement for you? That's what we're talking about. And maybe all you really need is a green velvet leotard to get you to the next level. I highly doubt that, but listen, I'm feeling even better because I'm wearing this cool leotard right now. Inhale, chest comes up even higher, coming out in front of me. I am feeling this in my glutes and my lower back because I'm pushing myself. But it's nice and controlled. Again, feeling nice like a ballerina. Coming up. This is our last one, so make it good. I want you to hold up, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms out in front of you. I think that is the stretch movement that you see the most growth in after a while. So once you put your arms in front of you, push up and back, sitting on your heels into your Child of God pose. Reaching, crawling your arms in front of you, getting a nice inhale and exhale to cleanse your body, rehydrate the cells, give them some air. Send the air to your fascia all over your body. Do you have any idea what I'm saying? Do I even know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's come back up. This is my favorite move right now. I'm really into it. So I want you to have your hands directly under your shoulders. And if this is, if you need a variation, you actually can do this. You're just gonna go not as high, okay? So on your inhale, you're going to pull your chest off the ground. And when you've reached your maximum, you're like, I can't go any further. You're gonna put your hands down and exhale the rest of the way up. And inhale slow as possible so that I can feel the work in my triceps until I get to that point from earlier. I'm gonna lift my arms up and exhale my way down, okay? So it's really different per person, right? Down. Up, press, up, all the works in my triceps. Down, tricep, 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 lower back, upper back, down. Inhale, press. Exhale, pushing through the palms of my hands. Get a nice stretch in that neck there. Slowly coming down and exhale all the way down. Let's keep that up. Isn't it amazing what our bodies can do? Man, really, I want us to all see our bodies in a different light other than how do I look in my tight workout trousers or pants, and start to see ourselves in a different light and start really connecting our bodies with our spirits and our souls. And if we take care of our bodies, it really can help us to focus, to pray, meditate, to be who we were created to be. And I really encourage you to see yourself in that light. All right, I want you to press back, child of God pose. Well done on that one. I'm feeling it in my triceps. I hope you are too. This is our last movement for now on our stomach. So back down to your stomach. If this is new for you or you need a variation, I want you up on your elbows, okay? Otherwise, I want you down on your head just for the beginning. What we're gonna do is move our arms off the ground. So legs come off the ground. Hello. I want you to kick your right leg up, up, and straighten, and then to your left leg. My right leg is never coming back down to the ground. So really, my hips are driving into the mat right now. And even when they're not, when that leg's not kicking, it is working to remain off the mat. Straight. Kick, kick, straight. Let's do a few more of these bad boys. And straight. Kick, kick, and straight. Now, if you're feeling strong, I want you to pull your arms behind your back, and you're gonna go kick, kick, and on the straight, you're gonna use your hands to pull you even further off the mat. All right, so kick, kick. And I'm pulling myself even harder. Kick, 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 kick. Just one on each leg, one more. So this is our last one. Rest your body all the way down. Go ahead and give your hips a little shaky, shaky there. Roll them around, give them some space to breathe. We're gonna do the same thing, but this time we're gonna kick both of our legs up at the same time. You ready for this? No? Okay, give it another rest for a second. Then we got it. Okay, so let's practice. Bring our legs off the ground. Again, if this is new, pull yourself higher, and you're just gonna keep just like so. If you're feeling strong today, legs further off the ground, we're gonna go kick, kick, straighten. I think you know it's coming. Arms up behind you, interlace your fingers. Inhale, inhale. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. And slowly bring everything out. I haven't touched the ground yet with my thighs. Slowly, I'm going to come down. Well done. Push yourself back into Child of God pose. As we're down here, I want you to just move around a little bit to the right and left, getting some of that weight that we tend to put in our lower back. And we just worked out those muscles, so I want to be really kind to them. And I want to crawl my fingers forward like someone is stretching me forwards. It is getting hot in here. I immediately think of that Nelly song, which is unfortunate, because I also immediately think of when that was my dad's ringtone, and that was always strange. Hi, Dad. All right, let's come up to all fours and to our booty. That was just a kind way for you to get to your bum. We're gonna do neck pulls. So if you need a variation, I want you to not straighten your legs all the way out. Give yourself some leverage with some bent legs here. But I do want you with your arms behind your head. And what you're going to do with your legs bent is C-curve, tucking your pelvis down. And then you're going to be coming right back up and over. So this is our variation. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back up and C-curving over. If you're like, come on, girl, I'm doing something harder, then we're going to have our legs straight, hip width apart still. So not together. We're going to go hitching our spine. So I'm not bending yet. I'm not bending yet. And I'm C-curving. This one's hard, okay? Now I'm going to inhale, head, neck, and shoulders up. Exhaling up and going, reaching over. It's all about control and not allowing my feet to ever dictate my movement. I don't want momentum to carry me. I want to make sure that all of the work is being done with my core muscles. I've been told by a dear friend that this is particularly challenging, particularly ugly, if you've just had a baby. So God bless you if you've just had a baby and you're doing this, but just be careful. Listen, my goal is that I will be able to do this throughout my life. And the best way to ensure that is just to start doing it now. If you are pregnant and you're watching this, I'm going to take this as my opportunity to tell you, which is a really bad time for me to talk, because I'm really challenged right now, that you can do any of these moves as long as there's something in your repertoire that you were doing before you were pregnant. So if they're all new moves, then I would take it very slowly and very carefully, because they are all core exercises and are using my core muscles. So I'm done. I'm going to stop straight up. Man, it really is getting hot in here. They don't have air conditioning, central air conditioning in the UK like they do back in Texas. Exhale, bring yourself all the way down. And I want you to come up into, well, next we're doing bridges. So bring your heels in close to your bum. Basically imagine that I've got like a regular size apple between my legs. Again, my hips are in neutral. I want your arms down on the ground. You're still using your arms. You're opening your chest up. You're using your arms by letting them be nice and tight. It's everything's an arm workout. Now I'm not pushing my spine into the mat. There's like a pea or a grape size space between my back and the mat. My pelvis is clear. I'm going to roll my pelvis, my hip bones back towards my chest, and slowly, as if going bone by bone on my spine, I'm going to roll up into my bridge. And then I'm going to slowly, the same way, melt from the top of my spine down until the bottom of my spine hits the ground. Let's do a few of those. If this is difficult for you and you're feeling like you're not totally sure why, then go ahead and put a towel, roll it up, and put it under your bum. We'll wait for you here. Make sure you're controlling your breaths. You're going for the same amount of inhales as exhales at least. If you want to go even more challenging, do a few more counts for your exhale than your inhale. So for example, I would go inhale for 4 counts and exhale for maybe 8. I have a breathing coach actually, because that's how important breath is. And he checks my breathing, how I'm able to do How many exhales to the inhale? This one, I want you to stay up. I want you to prepare yourself by putting all of your weight onto your right foot without your hips moving. So essentially, your left foot is your ghost foot right now. And if you're ready, I want you to lift up your left leg into tabletop. I want you to straighten it out. I want you to bring it down and pop back up. If you're on variations, I would just bring your left leg in tabletop and back down, in tabletop and back down. All right, give me 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up, tabletop, and down. Woo! All right, right leg comes up to tabletop. Straighten it up, come down, and up. 7, 5, 3, and 1. Tabletop and down. Now I want you to, before you come down, check your hips. Have you sagged into the mat? Pop your hips back up. We're not trying to curve up here, but I just want you to see how's your balance and how's your strength. Slowly, bone by bone, melt yourself down. Well done. Bring those knees into your chest. You can rock them back and forth. We're not done on our back yet, so don't get too comfortable. Feet go right back down. Rolling our pelvis towards our chest. We're going to roll up slowly. I want you here, I just want you to pulse, come halfway down and pop right back up. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay up. Arms come up. I want you to slice through the air. We're just checking our balance here. If you're really feeling in for a challenge, I want you to put all your weight on your right leg and just switch your arms. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms up, foot down, other leg ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms up, leg down. Give me 10 more pulses and we're done, I promise. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly, we're going to melt down. Bring your legs into your chest to roll yourself safely up. All right, let's do some spine twists. Nice inhale. Cleansing exhale. That feels nice. Make sure your spine is straight. We're going to do the same thing we were doing earlier, but now we're just going to go for exhale, exhale, straight. Exhale, exhale, straight. Let's do it. Open. Open. I want to make sure while you're doing this that your feet aren't moving at all and that your hips are staying forward the whole time too. Keeping nice and square so that my spine is directly over my hips and my back is getting the work it needs. Let's just do one more on each side. Straight. Straight. Reach up and spine stretches over. Let's come on to our sides. All right, friends, we don't have long to go, so let's make this end count. So I'm going to have my body straight aligned. I always use my mat for help on this to make sure that my body is aligned. I can only see my feet out of my peripherals. I want you to lift up that top leg. In my case, it's my right leg. And I want you to just give me some pulses. You're going to come down, but just floating and right back up. So give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make sure you're zipping in your belly. You're not arching your back forward. You're zipping in your belly. Your belly button is zipped into your spine. I want you to lift that base leg off the ground if you're not doing variations. So if you're doing variations, stay how we started, or even have your leg bent. If you're feeling a challenge, top toe up, down, up, down, up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Up. Small circles forward for 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way around. It's hard to make sure your bottom leg isn't moving, so just make your circle smaller if you're having trouble controlling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to hold it up here. Flex that foot. Bend it. Bring it over. That feels nice. Give yourself a little hit there. That's what we're just working out. That base leg is going to come up off the ground in a flex. My toes are not facing the mat. They're facing you. Right now, I want you to pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. This is a very loungy position I'm in. Just want you to hold it, and then we're going to do pops. Pop, pop, pop. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend it back without letting it touch the ground. 8, 7, open your chest up. 6, ayo. 5, 4, 3, you got it. 2, don't let it touch the ground. And 1, come down. Well done. To the other side. Let's do this. Ready? We started with up, down. So head resting your hand. Again, variation, just have your leg bent on the ground. Gonna make it easier. If you're really feeling it, pull that bottom leg up off the ground. We're gonna go up to down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In circles, we'll do 8 forwards and 8 backwards. And I really hope that these moves, I just pray that as I do these with you, that you begin to see your body as something other than just how thin your thighs look in skinny jeans, or what it looks like in various outfits, but you begin to see it for the amazing things it's created to do, as opposed to those comparison games that we play. Stop. Hold it up. Let's just pop that up there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle. We did those. Stop. Bend your knee, put it in front of your other leg. That leg comes up in a flex. I want you to pop up. So let's remember that your toes are facing the screen. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Give me more pops. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. This is way harder on the first leg for me. I don't know about you, but there's some imbalances in my body. And now let's bend for 10, 9. Actually, let's just do 8 of these. 6, 5, 4. My leg's not touching the ground. 3, just my hip. 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, let's do some hip circles. So again, let's just move on to our back. Once you take up your left leg straight on the ground, or I've moved spaces now, so you might be confused. But I want you to just get used to circling from your hip joint. So I'm drawing a circle with my knee, but I'm just using my hip joint. And the way I really know that, go ahead and start circling, is if my pelvis is not moving, or I can even look up and I can see that my hips are remaining completely still. You go the other way around. This is going to prepare us with a bit of strength and mobility in our hips for upgrading these classic Pilates moves. And this is a very classic mat Pilates class. Straighten that leg out. Let's go to the other leg. Every move is intentional, and every move is meant to utilize multiple muscle groups. It's a very inclusive workout, if you say. So I'm keeping my leg in a 90-degree angle, so I'm ensuring other way around that I'm just using my hip joint. You're almost done, folks. We have 4 more exercises I'm trying to get in this time. So let's have this be our last circle. And straight forward. And you're already on your back, so let's just pop over to your belly. So pop up on your shoulder, give me a wink, and move over to your belly. We're gonna do swimmers now. I know you were ready to do some more back work, so here we go. I want you to reach your arms in front of you as much as possible. Energy shooting through your arms and energy shooting through your toes. Lift up your right arm and your left leg and come down, and we'll do the same with your left arm and right leg. Now, if you're doing variations, you can just stay here, alternating your right arm and left leg just like this. But if you are ready and you know that you're keeping your core strong even while you're on your stomach and you know what that means, then I want you to come up and swim it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down. We're going to do 1 more of those, all right? Take a nice inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, come up. Swim it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms under your shoulders. Push up back into your child of God pose. Take a nice inhale and exhale. I'm moving us on to planks. You got this. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay. I'm going to switch around again for you. So let's talk about variations. Want your arms directly under your shoulders, like so. And if you're doing variations right now, then you can feel free to just practice sliding your right leg back and your left leg back, and then moving your right leg back in, your left leg back in. And the whole time, you're maintaining your hips not at all moving off balance. So they're staying straight. You're not rocking forward. Your belly is not moving down to the mat. And you're getting ready. Now, if you're prepared, let's go ahead and hold that plank. Right leg back, left leg back, and hold. This is when I need to have some good jokes prepared, isn't it? Man, would have been really good. I give you some good dad jokes. Man, I just got nothing. I can tell you that the last time I told jokes in a public place, I realized that British humor is very different than Texas humor that I grew up around, because I got 0 laughs, which is fine. Okay, I want you to rock forward and backwards. Give me 10, 9, knees down, back to your child of God pose, but only for 1 breath, because we're going right back into arms, my friends. We're just gonna do shoulder taps. You ready for this? I bet you are. Again, if you're doing variations, I want you to keep doing what you were just doing, the alternating the leg out, out, plank, down, okay? But if you're feeling like, come on, Lindsay, give me more of this, right leg out, left leg out, touch your left shoulder, down. Give me 10 more. 9, 8, 7. Don't let your belly scoop down to the mat. 5, 4, 3. You're not rocking your hips at all. They're staying quite quiet. And down. Rock forward. 10, 9. You got this. 8. Don't fall. 7. You can do it. 6, And one, knees down, child of God pose. Well done, friends. Let's switch right around and do a reverse plank. So if you're brand new to all of this and your wrists might be hurting, I just want you to be careful. Have your wrists pointed out or even behind you. But the goal is that you'll be able to get to the point where your wrists are facing towards your feet. Inhale to your exhale, hips come up. You're not pushing your head back, but you're keeping it straight into a reverse plank. These are actually super uncomfortable for me. I have to really work at this, so just let me know. I'm trying to get to where my toes touch the ground in front of me, but I'm not there either. It's a journey, friends. It's a journey. Inhale, and your next exhale, I want you to bend your triceps down to let yourself down safely. All right, friends, we have one more exercise. You can do it. So let's come back over to our bellies. We're gonna do a version of push-ups, okay? These are my favorite ways to do push-ups because I get more out of doing less. And with push-ups, I'm kind of always looking to do less. So you're gonna be on your knees for this, particularly if you're quite new at Pilates, then I want you to leave your knees and your feet down. If you're really feeling it today, bring your legs up. And if you're feeling like, Lindsay, I'm way better than you, or Lou, whatever you call me, come all the way up, okay? So what we're gonna do is hands are directly under our shoulders, and on the exhale, you're gonna go like that, okay? So I'm going exhale, exhale, exhale all the way down, but I'm hovering, and I push all the way up. So give me 8 of these. Exhale, 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 up. That's 8. 7, 6, 2, and 1. Back into your child of God pose. Well done, friends. Well done. We're going to do some stretching. It's going to strengthen and stretch and lengthen our muscles out so we further our ideas of being ballerinas. So let's do some of that as we finish this exercise today. In your child of God pose, I want you to lift up your left arm and thread it under your right arm, resting on it. And if you need an extra stretch, you can take this right arm and pull your left arm. It's a really nice, flattering shot, I'm sure. But again, we are not about looking great and flattering ourselves. We're beyond that. Take some great cleansing inhales and exhales. All right, let's move back. Take your right arm, thread it under your left arm. You'll get a nice shot of my back here. All those spine twists that you naturally do throughout the day, we're assisting in more mobility in our spine. It's huge, hugely important. All right. Stretch right back in front of you. I want you to move your hips along right and left. And crawl, now your hands, just crawl them over to the right here. So you can crawl them. And crawl over to your left now. Breathing into that side oblique back in front of us. Let's come back to our booties. Move our legs directly to the side of us. However far you can go is how far you should go right now. The whole point is that I want you to gain the strength in your core to be able to sit directly on top of your sit bones and have your back straight. And if your legs will participate and get lengthened out here, you can have them straight. If you're not there yet, bring your legs into a V and have them bent out, because what we really want to do is stretch our hamstring right now. And we'll do that by crawling our arms forward until we're like, Mama, no, we can't do anymore. Which for me, I'm not super flexible this way. I work on this every day. So This is my reality right here. But I'm gonna have us hold this for about a minute, okay? So I'm gonna talk to you for this minute. So I was talking to one of my clients yesterday, and she's an actress. I particularly work with actresses, and she was just wanting a simple tip for a change that she could make, like starting today within health and nutrition. So I was going to give you a few of the tips that I gave her. I tend to go for the same 3 things. The first tip that I have is good hydration. And I really honor a doctor, named Dr. Ben Edwards, who has given me lots of tips on this in his wellness practice. But essentially, when you wake up in the morning, we'll go 15 more seconds. By the way, when you wake up in the morning, have a nice glass of water before your tea or your coffee, of course. But I want you to actually make that water work for you even better. Come all the way up, open your arms up, twist yourself to your left. I want you to come over as far as you can without this leg moving at all. My knee is still facing the ceiling, and I'm stretching over this way. And so what you're going to do is add in lemon juice. You're going to add in organic raw apple cider vinegar, just a splash. You're going to add in a pinch of sea salt, none of that white table salt that has all sorts of weird stuff in it. And if you have them, add in some chia seeds as well. So I add in every morning, I squeeze a lemon. I add in some raw apple cider vinegar. I add in some chia seeds, and I do a pinch of water in my salt. A pinch of salt in my water every morning to hydrate and allow my hydration to last throughout the day. So I really highly suggest that. It also takes care of that kind of like sick tummy feel you might have in the morning. Okay, we're going to come up, arms straight out, over, and to our right. Again, if your leg is bent right now, no worries. You're still going to be opening up your hip, and that's important to me. Hopefully it is to you too. So that's the first tip for hydration. The second thing is make your eating window smaller. So essentially, I like to eat for only 6 or 8 hours of the day, and I've noticed a big difference in my digestion when I do this. So essentially, all you really need to do is have a much later breakfast. Just wait a bit before you eat breakfast, and then have a much earlier dinner, which right now during lockdown, which we're still in lockdown in London, it's a lot easier to control my meals this way. So I eat breakfast at maybe 10:30 or 11, which is more of a brunch. And then I've been eating dinner at like 5 or 5:30. And I sleep so much better when I eat late. All right, I want you to come up, bend your left leg in front of you, right leg behind, my favorite stretch. Arm goes down. This lovely arm comes up and over and hold. Open up your chest. Make sure you're not hunching over, then you're not doing anything. And just hold. And my last tip that I always tend to give is if you're going to cut down on anything in your diet, let's not even talk carbs. Let's not talk meat or dairy. I want to talk sugar and straight it up in all of its nasty forms. And so I think the first thing that you can change about your life to make a big difference is to check labels. If you're going to eat foods that come in packages that are processed in any way, then you have got to get really good at checking labels and understanding all the various words for sugar that exist on a label. And there's easy websites you can Google sugar on labels, and it'll give you the myriad of words that they're trying to hide that it's just sugar. And as part of that, I say cut out any carb that's white rice, white potatoes, and white bread, because they essentially just turn to sugar and don't really give your body any sort of added nutrients. So hydrate better, have more useful water, shrink your eating window, and cut as much sugar from your day as you possibly can. Those are some helpful tips and tricks. They're going to build your immunity, which is actually better than walking around wearing a mask. Is also, I'm going to go ahead and say, also build your immunity. So I want to go ahead and give you that. I bless you to love your body today, to be grateful for what you're given, and have an incredible evening if you're in London or wherever you are in the world, the rest of your day. Bless you guys, and thank you so much for joining me. See you soon.